Who do I see? Oh, I think I see Iron Mike Tyson. That is Iron Mike Tyson and fucking blubbery Roland.
Jesus.
Iron Mike.
How can you tell who's who?
And Marshmallow Roland. What? He's not Iron Mike.
He takes that very seriously.
I know. Iron Mike and Mushy Roland.
Yes. Iron Mike and Wrinkled Roland.
Here he comes. Look at that, the champ.
Yeah, that's always impressive when you see
He's
him.
like a rock, man. He's just fucking like, look at his arms. Like fucking eggplants, them arms. Yeah. Holy fuck.
Fuck yeah.
Holiday hams. Iron Mike Tyson!
How you doing?
How you doing, Mike?
What's up, Mikey?
I live in this cruel world I'm living in.
What?
Look at your hairdo. Look at your hair. You got black in you.
We've been saying it for years.
Yeah.
For years.
Don't try to hide, huh?
If
you can hide that stuff.
Mike,
if he says he doesn't, put some in him.
he's related to Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah.
For real.
And you know what Jefferson was doing,
right?
Yeah, with that, what was that lady named Sally Hemming?
Yeah.
Sally.
That's
Sally.
that whole string of families
Mustang
that were
Sally.
They were ruining the reunions down there.
Oh yeah, fuck the reunions. First they said, hey, well, we're going to accept, and they said, hey, we're not going to accept those. No, because this guy couldn't keep his pants up, his dumb fuck.
It was some nice cotillion, and then it turned into a cookout.
Yeah, man. It's okay.
But he's related, for real.
You from Virginia?
No, here, New York.
Yeah.
No,
Listen, look at him. He looked like a founding father.
Yeah.
If you look at a picture of the square forehead,
Yeah.
the founding father, dude.
Yeah, well, Sam definitely did. We did a test on him. We did a genetics test or whatever, but then it said it was all East, but the whole thing's a lie.
Yeah, it was all,
fixed it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was
I
all
think it's
a lot of
bullshit.
bullshit in there.
Yeah, it's crap.
Mike, you wrote a hell of a book, man.
Well,
holy shit, 600, 700 pages.
Hey, what's that shit with me on television? What's that about?
Oh, shit.
That's a NASDAQ shit?
Yeah.
NASDAQ.
You're on the NASDAQ today. I don't know what that was.
I always confuse NASDAQ with the racing shit. What's that?
NASCAR.
NASDAQ.
NASCAR.
It's all the same.
How was the library
Jesus
last night?
Christ.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Well, what did you do? Was it a Q&A?
No, it was just me and the gentleman that owns the library discussing things, issues, and my life, my book, and history.
They're still using that Dewey Decimal System over there?
Tell me about the
Card catalog?
No, we're just talking shit.
Is that it?
Just some shit.
Who owns the library? Is there a guy that actually owns the New York
Mr.
Public
Library.
You know, whoever owns it. the
Library
one of those
guy.
Rich Jewish wasp. A Jewish wasp guy.
Jewish wasp
guy.
Yeah.
One of those rich.
Yeah, the guy who loves himself and hates himself and
Yeah.
loves himself and
Right.
hates himself. Yeah,
Wow, yeah.
I'm about fucking about 250 pages in. I didn't finish it yet, and it's I've said it. It's the best biography I've ever read.
Cold blooded.
It's completely honest. Completely
Yeah, you let it
honest.
out. You let it out, Mike.
Scary stuff.
Damn,
It's an
right?
amazing life.
I hated it. I didn't want to do this. Like a year or so ago, Ratzel came to me and then he asked me something about my marriage. And I said, hey, fuck this. This is too heavy, dude.
Oh, shit.
I'll see you later. Come back tomorrow. And I haven't seen him for like a year and a half.
What happened with we get to ask you too at the press conference? It was really you were talking about Teddy Atlas, your old trainer, and then we get on these verbal things. We're just talking for a second. All of a sudden, you're at this place where you realize you're confessing that you had been using this whole time, and like what happened in that moment where you just?
Well, I don't know. I'm a recovering addict, and that's just what happens. I go from one tantrum to another within tenths of a second, and I say, "Fuck, hey, I'm really not being honest. I'm really being a schmuck, and I've been getting high for 6 days. I've been drinking and stuff. So, because people are starting to invest in me and stuff, and I want you guys to know what you're getting now, and so I don't want to be lying again because had my whole life was a lie, pretty much. So I just want to tell you, this is what's happening. So if you want to take your goodies away, just take them away. I'm always trying to destroy myself some kind of way, too.
Jeez.
Yeah. But shit, I'm just happy. It kills me more to have that lie more so than just, to have a lot of material things. I just don't want to be that in the feeling that you piece of shit. Because I'm the first one to say, you just a piece of shit. You still lying. And my inner demons tell me, you got these white people fooled, but you don't got me fooled. You're not
shit.
You ain't shit.
Yeah, it affects you personally. At some point, even if you're saying fuck everyone else, you know, you're lying to yourself. It's a tough one.
Yeah, and person with demons, them things bother you.
Yeah, personal
They need
demons.
to shut the fuck up.
They don't
I know.
stop. They don't stop.
Oh, I know.
They don't stop. They
Yeah.
they say you're just a phony. You just want people to love you and like you.
Oh man.
And nobody's love can fix it. That's the thing. People take it personally who are close to us. Like, how come you know, I've given you everything and it doesn't, I love you and I can lie to your face. You know, for me, it was sex more. I can just lie and mean it and it doesn't mean anything.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Sex does that to you. Too much of it does that to you. You just want that feeling. You want it at any cost. I love you. Take my money. Take it. You fucking bitch. Get away from me.
Yeah.
But at that moment, you're in that moment, you take everything. My money. You want the keys in my car. Take my deed. Ah, fuck you. Bitch, you disgusting. Get out of here.
Yeah. You pick her up, try shaking it out.
Shit.
Yeah. It does feel good to come inside, though. It's really hard not to. That's a really difficult one. There's something about that, about especially knowing she's not on the pill. There's a risk in that.
Jesus.
Because it's a form of destroying yourself, because you might get a prostitute pregnant, else you might get the venereal disease and the baby come out with 3 heads and, and a hermaphrodite. You know, it's just, what the fuck? That's cool.
Yeah.
Because you feel that you're a piece of shit, because that's what you feel like. You feel like you're not worth anything. Even because you have all the money in the world, you don't deserve this. You're not worth anything. So you screw people who you think is disgusting because you feel this is what you're worth.
Do you know how much a prostitute would feel like they won the lottery if they got pregnant off of, you know, a Mike Tyson or something? That would be like, oh my God, I hit the lottery.
I'm sure that happened before. I'm pretty sure that happened before.
I gotta think girls were trying to get pregnant when they were with you, Mike.
Oh.
Hey man,
That's the easy road.
Yeah,
for some people, right?
Yeah, shit. Well,
That's when you come in low with some body blows.
Right. Jeez.
Hey, that's just what it is, man.
Were you careful out there because you knew you were aware of that?
Never careful. Nothing turned me on more than to have sex with strangers.
Yeah.
Somebody I met 5 minutes ago with a big coleslaw on their lip and nose covered. I see that come from the nose to the lip, it's running, the door is just extending.
Oh my God.
Extending it almost to the chin.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Holy shit.
Man, and it's fucking leaking a little.
Yeah.
Suck up all those fluids.
Like it's an animal.
Holy shit, that's hilarious.
Those fluids. I love this fucking show. I could do this. I could
Of course.
this in this show.
Did you ever tell? I found myself telling like girls, like hookers or dirty girls, that I loved them and I cared about them.
No, you gotta listen to this. I said, listen, bitch. During this process, I'm gonna tell you that I might love you. Don't take it personal. I just love to hear the fact. I love the act of love. I'm gonna say I love you a couple times. So don't be thinking I really love you.
Damn.
Okay, so you say, all right, you ready? Okay. Oh, baby, I just really love you. Oh, baby, please. Oh, God, you make. Oh, I love being with you. Oh man, let me. Oh God, I got fucking the ass now.
That is showing love right there.
Love without a condom, please. Like, imagine this is some shit. I asked the prostitute, how much can I pay you to fuck you out of condom?
Wow.
It's some really dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some more stuff.
There's
I was
a
in a
price
Brazilian
for everything,
whorehouse.
though.
I was in a Brazilian whorehouse and I was fucking
They're
a girl.
awesome. They're the best. No, because they look awesome. You never see people like this. God, why don't people like this have morals? People with bodies like this don't have fucking morals. Why can't I find somebody like this with morals with this body? Fuck. That care about want to go to school. That got more than a fucking kindergarten education. And their mother, fuck, man. Why? It's truthful, right? Most of the girls you see you like, and they have beautiful bodies, they're really fucking dirt poor. You know what I mean? You wind up, it's really bad stuff.
Oh,
Did you
man.
I didn't like that you couldn't communicate in English, though. There's something about the dirty talk or the communication that I like to have back and forth. When they didn't speak English, it made it a little harder for me to enjoy it.
No. Because sex was just an international language, Just, hey, yeah, no.
Right.
No.
I guess that's no. Yeah, that sounds like no.
There was a Brazilian, she was a hooker, and I was fucking without a rubber in the whorehouse.
I love you so much. He's so self-destructive.
Yeah.
He's a beautiful, listen, this guy's a beautiful guy. I know him. But besides this, I don't know him this way, but I know he's a beautiful guy, very generous, but we just destroy himself for that
Oh, yeah.
quick
For that
moment
moment.
of gratification.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to have it.
There's no logic
You
to
have
it.
to have it. He's a highly successful rate type of guy, but a highly self-destructive kind of guy.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm the same way. we live by rushes, right?
Yeah.
The rush, and then after it's over, fuck, I got AIDS.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
The
what happened?
demons. Those personal demons.
Okay, I got AIDS. Okay, all right.
Jesus.
Got AIDS. You have children?
No kids. No.
Oh fuck! Once you have children, you gotta think, oh, now that's another that's another torture trip on you. Holy shit! I gotta be responsible now. I can't fuck the neighbor's wife because my kids are gonna have a bad, they're gonna go to school, fuck, they're gonna wind up seeing a psychiatrist and shit.
That's his responsibility.
Oh, fuck.
It's like, well, I got kids. I can't fuck the neighbor's wife.
Oh,
That's,
God. The kids are going to go to school together, and the other kid's going to kick my kid's ass because I got his mother's pregnant, and fuck.
Holy shit, yeah.
That scares me to have kids for that reason. It's like you know that you now have something they can hold over you, but without I have no responsibility. To anyone.
Man, listen, but life is about responsibilities. You never know who you truly are unless you have those responsibilities and you're back against the wall. Of course, no one cares about themselves. No one cares about themselves, really. If I die, fuck it. At least I lived my life. But now you can't say, fuck, I can't even die because I got these little motherfuckers.
You got kids,
You can't even die with dignity because I got these guys. I got to make sure they get a good education and stuff.
Yeah, now you,
I got to wipe their ass. I got to go to the store. I got to go to Vaughn's. I find myself going to Vaughn's buying egg whites and stuff like that, and sausages for the kids before they go to school.
Oh, shit.
Some way you lose a form of dignity. Oh, God. I'm no longer the baddest man on the planet. I'm going to school shopping for these little snotty-nosed fuckers that don't appreciate me.
That's good to know Tyson has to deal with all that.
Oh, shit.
God damn, man.
Can I say the turn on too? And by the way, in fucking this girl without a condom, I did it twice, 2 days in a row. So we were fucking. She kept going, "You special."
Yeah, you want people to love you, but you want them to love you with your terms. You want them to love you, but you want them to love you and say, "Fuck it, I'll take that bullet for you." It's good, because now that you're dead, I don't got to deal with that responsibility of you loving me no more. Now I'll find someone else. Imagine how the pharaohs felt. I don't got to respond to nobody. If you die, fuck you. I fuck someone else.
Yeah.
I just be with someone else.
Not much responsibility.
Yeah. Oh, imagine if you had a girlfriend or somebody that was tight with you, you were married to you. And fuck it, yes, no. Oh. And you can't really go out. And if you go out, you got to fuck. And she might kill herself. Fuck. And shit. Or she might burn my fucking clothes up. Or burn my house down.
Yeah.
Fuck, you can't leave her alone, so you're with her all the time. That's the reason that you stay with her all the time. She might burn the fucking house down. So don't.
Or she might have figured out my email password, so I got to fucking make sure I'm by the computer.
Isn't
so
that awesome when you always have to hide other girls and you got to find a way to do it? And you got to tell your friend when you're with your wife, get that number for me.
Oh, shit.
Always have a chaperone, get that bitch your number.
Or you put them under guys' names, or you put, like, if the girl's name is
They know
Julie.
that one. These fucking girls are good.
I know. They wonder why I'm texting my cock to a guy, and I'm like, no, it's Frank, my friend.
Frank is measuring it. He's telling me ways to make it longer. He's telling me ways to make it bigger for you. I'm doing it for you. I want to hit that special spot. I'm going to hit that spot.
It's Dr. Frank. Yeah, fucking, or you put Frank and Julie, you put the girl's name with the guy's name in front of it.
Julie is the fucking middle name. He's Jewish. His name is Jules, okay? It's Jules. Frankie Jules.
Did you lay off sex before fighting? Because that's an old myth that you can't fuck before you fight.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes, it depends on the person.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just feel intense and boom, you get that, hey, I'm pretty loose. I'm going to fuck him up.
Yeah, it was always the myth that it would take your legs out.
Right.
From under you. Yeah.
It would take the energy.
No,
people obviously not.
So fighting is psychological. Life is psychological.
Yeah.
It's just how you perceive it, I believe.
There's a picture in the book of you at 13, which amazes me that you're only 13 there. You look like a grown man.
Yeah, I would look like this at 13.
Pretty much.
Jesus.
Yeah. Everybody thought I was going to be tall, but I stopped growing.
Right.
Something? It's a fucking...
How tall are you? 5'10", 5'11"?
10 and a half.
And it's funny you mentioned the height, too. There was one... because the stuff with cuss, I think, is some of the best stuff in the book. It's like you touch on it in the store, in the one-man show, but the book goes into so much you learn about that relationship and living there. And at one point, he mentioned something about you. He wished you were taller, and like you said, that really.
He
hurt
wished I was bigger.
Oh, was that you were a bigger guy?
Like Ken Norton and Mike Weaver was just Hercules. Mike Weaver was just massively muscular guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I said, you watch. He said, because they would be intimidated of your physique. And I said, you watch, because one day the whole world's going to be afraid of me.
Yeah.
Because he was really, he had the science of intimidation and fear down to he had it down to a pack, man. He just knew that stuff. Because he was a very tiny man, but he was very ferocious.
Mm-hmm.
He knew how to, he just even at 70, just turns right away and it's like a wolfman. Hey, it's right within a tenth of a second.
Were you scared? Were you scared of him?
Hell yeah.
Really? Even though you know physically you could take him.
Yeah, no, that doesn't, psychologically it won't. He didn't have to do it. He could just say something and I would just feel bad. Me disappointing him. Him being disappointed and feeling let down by me would kill me.
Yeah, it's worse than a punch, right?
My whole objective was to make him happy. As long as he was around the house happy, talking about me. Oh, man, Mike, you're the best. My son is the best fighter in the world. There's no one in the country, the national champion. When he was talking about me and proud about me, I felt on cloud 9.
Yeah.
But when he was down, the whole house was down. When he was happy, the whole house was happy.
Yeah. Wow.
But that's a good thing for a trainer to have, the ability to deflate you or get you to do something just by being disappointed, because you can't bully a fighter.
You know how people achieve in life? Yes, you can, though, but they achieve by having good mentors, by wanting to make their mentors happy. Mm-hmm. And if you can make your good mentors happy, then you're happy. That's just so awesome. That's what a good mentor is. It's by pleasing that guy, finding somebody that you want to make happy. Either you find that in good ways or bad ways. If you could please that guy, you're successful. Even if it's good or bad, you're very successful by pleasing your mentor and by looking up to your mentor and trying to make him happy.
Speaking of that, how would your life be different if he lived, let's say, another 5 years?
I would still, listen, I'm 47, I was still fighting. If Cuss is still living, I'll be still. He didn't believe in age. He believed in your spirit. Fighting. He believed fighting was a spirit. If you had the spirit to fight, you could continue to fight. You say, "Look, you never took a beating. These guys are comatose. They've been knocked out cold, and they're still fighting, Mike. You should still be fighting, Mike. Mike, matter of fact, let me pick your fighters, Mike. Okay, let me pick them for you. Now.
Wow.
Let me pick the fights. You can still be fighting.
Yeah.
So you have no doubt you would have fought a lot longer.
He inspired me.
Right.
I would want to fight. It wasn't like he'd be pushing me. Like, okay, cause yeah. You know, he was the guy who knew how to press those buttons and make me believe I can conquer the world.
That whole intimidation factor thing, you wound up being an expert at that. That's for sure. Ooh, wait. You wound
remember
up
she
being
was
an
in that
expert
show?
Who was that?
Showgirl. Remember Elizabeth?
Oh, that was Elizabeth.
Tell me her name.
Berkeley?
Yeah.
That was her?
Okay.
That was her?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, she was in that movie where she was a
so
stripper.
Cool. With the other awesome chick, too. What was her name? Come on, Gershon.
Gina. Yeah.
Gina.
Definitely. Yeah, you would come out, and obviously before you even got in the ring, the other fighter
got your
was
money's
intimidated.
worth.
They were intimidated.
Right.
And that's what he just cussed thing. More so being a great. He said, intimidate. The major fact of intimidation was basically, pulverizing the guy. But the fact that you started off with just being a very ominous person.
Yeah.
But I wasn't smart enough to take it out of my personal life. I was that guy. Well, the fights were over real quick, so I'm still pretty pumped. So I want to fight somebody outside too. I wish I wasn't that way and stuff.
But people had no clue about the real Mike Tyson. They didn't know you, your sense of humor. They didn't know what you liked to do in your personal life that wasn't self-destructive. I remember watching fights and just going, oh my God, here's this guy that goes out and beats the fucking shit out of people. And that's all anyone knew of you. Was that frustrating at all? Did you want people to know more about you?
At that stage in my life, I wanted everybody to be.
You wanted just fear, right?
Yes, think I was a monster.
Wow.
Yeah, because you're hilarious, and we just never saw that when you were fighting. You were always so intense.
The other fighters were never laughing in the ring.
Oh, God, no.
Well, that's what 50 Cent was telling me that. Right? He was saying, listen, Mike, because I started acting. Somebody said, see, Mom, they always saw you with your war face on. They never saw you like this. It's going to be tough. You got to change it around. But he was always telling me that. And I never thought about that. He had to tell me that. I said, listen, the reason why people are a little hesitant and apprehensive is because they never saw you like this. They always saw you with your war face on.
I was surprised too how much you talk a lot about crying and being emotional and all these things that would go back and you would cry about, and it was like you seem to have always been that guy, but just hit it really well, like a guy who was affected and sensitive to things, but just nobody had any idea about that.
Well, Cuss didn't like that stuff. That was sensitive. He thought a fighter should have no emotion.
Old school.
No emotion.
I
never saw him cry. I never saw him show emotions like that until he was dying. Because the only reason he was mad because he wanted to marry his life love Camille Ewald, and he was mad daddy couldn't marry her because he had tax problems.
Oh shit!
And he was just back then. If you married somebody, you had to take their problems on and all that crap.
Oh right.
Almost like the pharaohs. If you die, you pharaoh died. You got to go in the tomb with him. Right? you gotta go with him.
Is that what happened? To help him?
If you're hanging out in the marketplace shopping, the pharaoh died. Oh no! Now you gotta go be embalmed in there with his slaves, with his eunuch slaves, right? What's that the word? The eunuch?
Yeah.
You gotta go in there with those guys, and nothing's happening. You're in the mood.
Man! Wow!
There was
what a bitch.
Dude, that sucks. The part I actually was on a plane reading about Cuss being in the hospital, and I cried. I was really, really sad. And there's nothing worse than crying on a plane because it's fucking humiliating. Because you can't go anywhere, and you got to put your sunglasses on, and it just balls up behind your eyes. You close your eyes behind sunglasses, and then if you move them, it's just going to go down your fat face.
Why don't you wipe your eyes?
Because you can't
hide a good cry.
No, because people look at you and they see you reading, and then you're just dabbing your eyes like fucking someone's grandmother. It was truly embarrassing.
Wow.
But that was really fucking.
Deep.
It was great. Yeah, it was really, really good.
Man,
no question. We were just saying it was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, the male stewardess was laughing at you.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to react.
How were you in school? What was going on with you in school?
I was the funny guy. I did not get a lot of girls, and I didn't wash my hair a lot. I had a lot of dandruff. I was a very dirty young man.
Dandruff.
Whacking and jack.
Non-stop. I went to school across the street. I'd walk home on lunch, jerk off, and then feel tremendous guilt and walk back like the whole school knew I had just jerked off.
Well, they probably did.
Yeah, they probably did. It was probably stole all of my fucking clothes.
They didn't know anybody that you fucked.
He's got to be jerking off. Yeah, walk back with your dick still hanging out.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
I was a terrible student. I dropped out. He dropped out of high school.
Yeah, I was, the old.
Can't do it sometimes.
I just didn't have
Wasn't
the
interested
time
in what they
or
were
energy.
teaching.
Nothing.
Garbage.
I had no interest in.
If they were teaching broadcasting on the radio, maybe you would have liked that stuff.
Maybe I would have. Yeah, stuff like that. I liked science and stuff, but I liked just hanging out and learning the shit. I didn't like the tests and the fucking structure of it. Like if I wanted
had
to
the test, I had the cheat sheet and still failed. I had the cheat sheet and
still failed. Yeah. I wanted to learn shit just because I wanted to learn it. I didn't want to be tested on it. I didn't want to pass or fail. Or
That's stupid.
And the structure of school is what fucked me up. And pot. I smoked a lot of pot in high school, and
pot.
When you have all good intentions, and then after a couple of joints, you really just want to lay down and watch cartoons.
Not do too many joints. It's like one couple of hits, and now you're ready.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Ready.
Well, that wasn't happening. I smoked a lot of weed back in high school.
Who is we as human beings? Some things that we can conceive in our minds, and some things that we can't.
Yeah.
Is that the process of us coming from animals to human beings, and some things take longer for us to learn than some animals? Like some dogs learn faster than other dogs and stuff.
Yeah, I think we're pretty similar to that whole thing. I think there's some instincts in there that some people are better at than others, and and learning, common sense, things like that.
Well, the same as dogs, though. When you look at it like as an addict, like a dog comes, like whenever you walk in the door, the fucking dog runs over because he knows the treat giver is there.
Here.
I mean, that's the same way we are. It's like if I get hooked on something, it's like I go to the same place, the same thing, ritual every time. I used to get hookers. I would ride around. They had to get in my car, the fucking right side of my car. They had to approach the right side, my passenger window, or I wouldn't talk to them.
The hell is that about?
It's this ritualistic fucking thing.
Why not the left side, though?
I don't know.
You never figured that out?
I liked it to feel seductive.
Were you worried they were going to do something to you?
It's like with drugs as well. You don't feel good. You're miserable until you get the drug. You're high without even using them because you're going to get high.
You're going to get high.
Yeah, so you're really high and stuff. And then a guy calls and says, I just got pulled over. The possibility they found the fucking dope.
Oh.
And then you come down and you're like, fuck yourself.
This guy fucked my whole buzz up.
Yeah.
Well, even when you're high, the rest of the night is dedicated to trying to feel as good as you did when you first got high that evening.
And
you never fucking get it.
You never get it. Next thing you know, you wake up with some weird people. Whoa!
Weird
shit. Did you touch me? Did I touch you?
Oh, shit, yeah.
It rules.
God. Yeah.
You grew up in a pretty, I was reading the childhood stuff. Usually childhood stuff in a biography, you're like, all right, but this was fucking, I could not get enough of the childhood stuff. Holding a gun at like 8, 9 years old, you had a pistol?
Jesus.
Yeah, a little cheap-ass 38.
At 8, 9 years old.
Yeah, it's
Can't
different.
even imagine that.
It's just what you do. It's just what you do. They're the older people in your life, that's what they do. That's the end to this. You're watching them do things in the street. You're watching them snatch things. And these are people who are nice. This is Uncle such and such, aunt this
so
and that. And they're good people to you. But to some other parts of the world, they're
not so good. Wow.
And your mother and her boyfriend, there was really good stuff about, you saw her throw boiling water on him.
Yeah, she scalded him with boiling water.
Wow.
And what did you say? Like, he went to the liquor store for her or something, and then you're like, that's explained my dysfunction with women.
No, after she did this stuff and they would have fights, he would go and buy her liquor and cigarettes, like, reward her for doing fucked up shit.
Wow,
You know?
what the hell is that about?
Because he may say, well, I've did bad things to her too, so this is,
make up for it.
This is crazy. But this is how I live my life,
A little dysfunctional, yeah, a little bit.
You would think this is your worst enemy, but I love them. Please don't leave me. Don't leave me. I know I punch you in the face, baby, but don't leave me. Take my money. Take my wallet. Please take my car.
Yeah.
Don't go.
Wow, yeah.
You're comfortable in that fucking unhappiness.
Right.
That,
And then when things are going well, you say, this is not normal. This is sick.
You start getting uncomfortable when it gets too normal.
This is really sick. My kids are in a great school.
Right.
Their mother's doing well. We have maids, we have servants and stuff, but this is not cool. I gotta screw the maid. I gotta do something else. I gotta screw the maid. I gotta screw the maid's daughter.
You gotta fuck
or something.
things up.
This is just too good. Maybe I get her pregnant and we have a real big Brady bunch.
Arnold Schwarzenegger wound up doing that. Fuck the maid, and look what happened.
I don't
Made
know.
a little Arnold. Yeah, that's wow. Did you look though? Was there any sense of that isn't right? As a kid, you're seeing all this fucked up shit going around, and I understand it's like, well, that's the way things are. But was there anything in your head that made you think, wow, there's something wrong here?
Well, not really, because if you think about it, the biggest stars in the world, old grown men, people who you think were supposed to be respected, they've done it before you. Maybe older guys who were successful and they were saying, hey, this is how you treat a woman, or this is what you do, or don't let it get the upper hand. And this is just what it's always been. It's always been a male misogynist kind of world, especially America. It's always been that kind of male orientated. Don't let that bitch play you. You the man of the house. She's from your rib. God made her from your rib, nigga. Shit.
I read that in the Bible. Right.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah,
verbatim.
exactly.
They're pimping in the Bible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause that's when normally you see preachers and stuff, it's like preachers/pimps because they dress the same, drive the same car, look
That's
the way
funny. Yeah, they do.
greasy hair, the looking good. You think about it.
Yeah.
You think
Fucking
about it.
pimping up there in the church.
And most pimps know the Bible real well.
Yeah.
But you escaped all that and made something of yourself.
No, maybe
which is,
I don't know. Did I escape it?
I think so.
Did I escape it?
For the most part,
maybe
yeah.
Physically, I escaped. My parents escaped that.
Yeah.
I'm not in the same vernacular. I'm not in the same neighborhood.
Right.
But I still have the same characteristics.
Well, you used to go back to the neighborhood when you started making it too.
Absolutely.
You did. You were just addicted to going back to that world, or
It's
have
probably,
you ever tried to figure that one out?
No, it's my insecurities. I just want them to know they're never tougher than me.
Yeah.
Right? Even though I have this, I'll still stomp you down. I just always had that mentality. I never wanted to be bullied again. I never wanted to think because I'm not in this environment, you could just say, oh, he's soft now. I never wanted to have that appearance that he's soft now. He can't come to Brownsville no more. I always wanted to know that I'm always here and there's always a possibility that I'll do something real bad to you.
Wow. Damn.
it seems.
I was going to say there's also something about going back home. You're coming from
There's
a
always
place.
something to fucking prove. I don't care if it's a white
Right.
neighborhood.
You're right.
There's always
That's
something you
it.
have to prove.
You're leaving there with these dreams and hopes that you're going to do something.
And
when
you think
finally
they want you
do
to,
it,
they want you to fail.
Right.
Because I don't care what neighborhood, what nationality.
Yep.
They come out. Oh, you thought you were going to make it. Now you're back.
yeah,
huh?
look
You're
where
back
you
with
are,
us.
you
Yeah.
fucking piece of shit. Yeah. So when you go back, it's almost like, yeah, fuck you. Look what I did. But it doesn't help. It doesn't.
No, it
no
doesn't.
one cares.
But, it's only within your own head that existence exists.
But you don't have to physically travel back home to resolve that in your own head. You know?
Well, you never know. For some people, they do.
Yeah.
But were you going back there when you were really famous?
Yeah. Wow. With my Rolls Royce, no bodyguard.
Wow. Yeah.
And I'm one of the guys. And that you always in our neighborhood is always the doggy dog. You always have to, and that's crazy when I think about. That's why you always have to have that that feeling or that aura that I will still do something very bad to you.
Right.
You always have to have that.
It's amazing to me how many times you almost blew it. Like when I'm reading the book, there's a lot of times you went back and these things that you almost did when you were starting to get really famous about you were going to rob houses and that your friend. He saved you, and it's like no matter how well you're doing, there's that part that almost wanted to self-destruct.
There's always, in every neighborhood, there's always somebody that probably had played sports, and you never knew he played sports, or he almost had it, or he did something, and he lost it, and he said, hey, listen, man, don't do this. And he said, Mike, I used to play, I used to box. I didn't have it, but I almost made it, man, but I got caught up with drugs. I got caught up with this case or something, man. And they said, go back to those white people, man. They love you. Trust me.
Go back to those white people.
Man, I wish I had some white people that love me.
God
That's
damn.
just what they say in
That's pretty much what it is. Right.
That's what it is.
Wow.
Damn.
That's unbelievable.
It makes you wonder how many people almost made it out and went back one too many times and didn't.
Right.
Oh, absolutely. Somebody may have killed them. I was remember the gentleman Lynn Bias. He went back to celebrate and died of a drug overdose.
Yeah.
You know? Our
Remember that
demons
one.
always follow us. I don't care who you are, how successful you are. That's why they're demons. They don't go anywhere. They never leave. Even if you have them under control, they're still there.
They're still there,
They
right
never
over
go.
your shoulder.
Demons don't go
waiting.
anywhere.
That's
Whoever say
fucked up.
they killed their demons are lying. They never leave. They never leave.
A constant battle. Yeah.
Yes.
God damn, man.
I'm amazed at the bullying too. There's a lot of stuff about being bullied as a kid. It was real bullying and horrible bullying, and the things that they would call you, and just it's hard to picture you going through that as a person.
When I was younger, I always hung out with my sister and her friends. My brother's 5 years older, and I was overweight. Like I said, I was chubbier, and I would look like this, little kid. And just people would just always call me fairy, but kick my ass, just talk crazy to me. I never fought before. You know what I mean? But something that was just so weird, that it's really strange. I was just good at fighting. Soon, no one had to teach me. Boom! I just.
Oh, so when you had to fight, you were
I didn't know the punches I was throwing. I grab them, bite them.
It's like, fuck.
It just came on natural.
Don't mess with this fucking kid anymore.
That's why I realized some things do come. Fighting do come natural. We're born to fight. We're born to be killers. We just some people transform into something else they don't want to do, but we're born to do this stuff, I believe, to defend ourselves.
There was the one story you told. It was one of the worst ones where
what is that bullshit? What does it say right there? This is a strange
Mike Tyson, former boxing champion.
You're doing the closing bell
today.
Oh, fuck, nigga! Nigga!
Please say that there. Please yell out.
Nigga!
Yeah, they get the big celebrities to do the closing bell. You're doing it today.
It'd be really funny.
I was just never one of the end celebrities. I was always like the black celebrity. The black celebrity say, no, we're going to stay away from this. White people won't like us if we're with Mike. Let's stay away.
Right when the bell rings, just turn around and clock the head of NASDAQ right in the head.
Oh,
you fucker! Like you think it's the fucking bell. Ding, ding, bam! Oh, that'd be a great news story for the night.
Oh, that would be some beautiful shit. I probably have no bail when I get in jail.
That'd be a rough one.
Mike's promoting, by the way,
that's
Undisputed Truth. The Undisputed Truth. His book is out. I'm about 350 pages into it. It's absolutely amazing. And there's book signings, too. Today, if you want to meet Mike and get a book signed, go down to the Barnes & Noble in Union Square at 12:30 this afternoon. It's a massive Barnes & Noble.
Fifth Avenue? Fifth Avenue.
Yes, Fifth.
There'll be plenty of room to stand inside. If it's cold, you'll still be able to get it. But get there early. Don't be a dummy and fucking show up at 12:20 and expect to get online right up front.
You're going to have to get there early.
And the next week, the 25th, or in 12 days, 7 o'clock at Barnes & Noble.
What do you do now?
LA.
Right now, you're like, how old are you now?
I'm 45.
45, huh? So you're dealing with that middle-age crisis, so you're trying to fuck it out of you, right? That's what it is. When you get that middle-age crisis, you just want to stroke. Oh, I'm sorry. You just want to stroke. Them strokes going to get that pain. Oh, I'm too old.
I'm not even fucking it out of me. I'm just tugging it out of myself. I wish I had the dignity of fucking it. I'm just pulling it out of my own dick and then closing the text message. It really is a detached, awful cyber existence.
Closing the text.
Yeah, there's no real interaction with anybody.
Check this out. Have you found anybody that just knocked you off your feet lately?
Yeah, I found a few. Over the years.
No, it's always going to be that one that just say, hey, this is crazy. This is where a really piggish, chauvinistic instincts come in. Hey, I don't want no one else to do what I'm doing to her. You just come over here and hang out here for a while.
It's not so much that I don't want to do this to anyone else. You don't want her doing it to anyone else.
Absolutely, yeah. But listen, that's just what happens to people who've been single for a long time until we find out something that's not good with these people and we can throw them back into the little fish shell there. But other than that, man, we should hold on to them, see what happens. A little magic might work there.
Yeah.
But I think this guy, he don't want to believe in this stuff, but I think he'd be an awesome, responsible guy because he's an extremist and shit with all that stuff. And I believe if he focused that on just really caring about an entity and stuff, he'd be a monster.
Jimmy is really a solo kind of guy.
Mike thinks about sex a lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
He wants to believe that because he doesn't believe that he'll do well in it. You know, he's scared to go through and make the mistakes as far as the relationship is concerned. You know, he's scared of the mistakes because we're all going to make mistakes.
I love psychoanalyzing Jimmy with Mike Tyson. This is great.
Yeah, but he's right. I mean, you know, I'm very bad at that stuff.
Because you've chosen a career path that is very solo, stand-up comedy. I think you're very caring and stuff, but you don't want kids because you don't like changing anything that you think might be detrimental to your career or self.
Or sexual addiction. And it's also unselfish, so it's like you don't want to put somebody else through that. Like, I know how I am, and I don't want to be.
But there's people that want to be a part of that with you. They just go through that with you. Ain't that some bullshit?
Yeah.
They want to go through this painful life with you.
Who
and they
wants
have a
to
great,
do that?
stable life. You want to endure this shit, but maybe that stable life is not cool for them. They want to help somebody. They want to help you, Jimmy.
I've had girls.
They want to save you.
I've had girls tell me their like problems and really very emotional stuff, and I've caught myself like darting my eyes off to the television. That just proves right there I have no fucking compassion.
I'm like the hump bench. Just keep your problems to yourself, okay? But don't tell me your problems, okay? Because I got my own. If your problems intertwine with mine, I might kill you, okay?
Mike, how do you get girls in prison? That amazes me.
Man.
Well,
how did that all come about?
Okay. Well, people believe it or not, I was Mike Tyson, and people kind of like wrote me pen pal letters when I was in jail, you know.
And you just get a lot of people to look the other way.
And, they said, no one always got in trouble because I touched and kissed too much and stuff.
Right.
But there was a guy in prison. There's always some fucking white guy in these prisons that just got the system down packed. Even though he's always in fucking prison, he always get caught, but he got the system packed down. He said, this is what you do. You have them come, you know, the summer dress that they wear. The summer dress they wear, and the buttons in the front, right? You remember the buttons, of course, in the front. Have them wear it backwards. No underwear unless sometimes they check for underwear, and you got to come to prison with underwear. Make the underwear crotchless. They never check the fucking crotchless underwear.
Shit.
Oh, these fucking guys, wow. That's why you white guys run the country, because you motherfuckers think of this shit. Right? So, and then, no, serious, right? Who would think? Only some white motherfucker think of this shit, right? And, but really, right? And I'm like, you listen to me, you listening, Mike? All right, listen, all right? Fuck, all right, listen, damn, I'm gonna get in trouble for this, all right? So, man, how I know I got 3 of my wives pregnant. I got 3 fucking kids since I've been in prison, okay? So listen.
Man.
So he goes like this. He said, you have them turn around, and you have them, the best, you have them unbutton the top, and they come for that quick couple of seconds. They can give you a kiss and sit on your lap, and you have them come in and kiss you, sit on you, put them right on there, and you choke, straight. And you gotta come real quick, 'cause you haven't had sex in a long time. Unless you've been jerking off. You've been jerking off, Mike? Don't do that. But when you're gonna come real quick, hit, and then that's it, Mike. Then you sit down and you continue the conversation, else you exit to dismiss. One or the other. But if I was you, I'd take advantage of the hour and have a conversation. You might get hard again and try that again. So basically that's how I do it. And then again, I can't believe I'm talking about this shit. Anyway.
Fucking so compelling. Jesus.
It's amazing.
I'm amazed.
Mike is the proverbial perv, okay? So, Just had a girlfriend. I had a little counselor there and stuff. I'm doing so much
Oh,
trouble.
wow.
Yeah, my
That's
drug
handy.
counselor. So I said, she kept saying, I can help your time cut some of your time off if you take my test. I said, I don't need your damn test and stuff. And then I knew the possible I could get some. Hey, yes, I think I did have a lot of drinking problems and I dealt with drugs in the past. And maybe you could work something out and I can get help. Because I tried to take the GET test, and that would take some time, but I fucking failed the test.
Oh,
okay? I said, fuck, God damn, I can't even pass a fucking GET. Fuck.
What happened?
So the counselor, wow.
Yeah, yes. Offered money and stuff.
Oh, man.
I'm always paying, I'm always a quick guy to pay. My mother accept money. Most of the women I know accept money. And if you didn't accept money, I didn't like you. So there's something wrong with you. You got morals? You don't got morals. You got a venereal disease. I don't want to be with you. So,
Everything, obviously you went through a point in your life where you believed everything was for sale.
everything is for sale, but every price isn't money. Everything.
Right. Okay. All right. Sometimes
everything's
money
for
isn't
sale.
the price. Right.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to love somebody. Sometimes you have to, it's just all not for sale by money. Everybody has a price, but it's not money.
Wow. Yeah. God damn. That is a fucked up little story.
And it's a very
the drug counselor's supposed to fucking be there to, help you out in another
She
way.
did help me out.
Yeah,
She did help
of course.
me out.
She was
Sure,
helping
she
him
helped
out.
him out in that way.
Don't be judgmental,
that regard.
motherfucker. Fucking judgmental
up,
ass
man?
motherfucking white people. And you're the one that taught me how to do this shit. It
was you.
Yes. The guy
believe
looked
me.
a lot like
And then-
you.
Absolutely.
And then you go into detail
judging
about
anything.
Desiree Washington in the book. Wow.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot more than the one-man show, by the way.
Yeah, well,
Because the one-man show is only an hour and a half. You can't
Yeah,
really
because-
get
By the
into
way, it's on. Sorry to interrupt you. It's on 8 o'clock on HBO Films.
Yeah.
Undisputed Truth. It's called. It airs on HBO Saturday, and it's fucking
It's amazing.
I saw
Yeah.
it twice,
Yep.
and it's an amazing.
I haven't
show.
seen it on
Thanks for
HBO.
coming.
Of course, man. Of course.
Yeah, I
It was
went
wonderful.
too.
Amazing.
Jeez. I was there, Mike.
But you don't got the same energy that he has. He comes up, hey, Mike, I'm really good, Mike. That fucking jittery energy is beautiful shit, man. It's beautiful shit.
Jimmy
That's what he did.
perfect.
And he got the blink down. He's got me. He's
Mike
Beautiful
Tyson's
shit,
Jimmy
baby.
impression
I
is
swear.
down. It's great.
I actually went home and he went backstage. I'm like, I don't want to bother him. Just
That
tell him
was
I
good
liked
shit.
it
That
too.
was good
I
shit.
loved it actually. But you really get into the Desiree Washington stuff in the book, which
And
was
it explains things that you seem like when you hear things on the news, you're like, how does this happen? And then you go through every detail about the fucking. I was so angry reading this book about the
Yeah.
fucking defense attorneys and about Desiree, and you explain everything, and it makes complete sense how it happened. Like it's stuff that I had no idea.
Hey,
And now I
listen,
know it.
at that time in my life, I was acting like a real prick, So all that stuff with bad karma and stuff, it really came back to haunt me.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
A lot of that bad karma and disrespecting people back then because I'm the fucking baddest man in the planet. It was
Right.
baddest motherfucker, kick your ass, and all that shit just comes back to haunt you. That bad karma, and you run into some other people with some bad shit. Mm-hmm.
Did you ever get the feeling that I don't know, society on the whole just wanted to put you in check?
Well,
like
that's just
this
me,
guy's
me feeling sorry for myself. I think that way.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I have a lot of that to do with my conduct. I wanted to be a guy uncheckable.
right. Okay. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
talk a lot about yourself too. Like you look back and you're like, I was a selfish pig. I was disgusting. Like you really go back and kind of analyze yourself. In ways that we do that are honest. Like I was behaving a certain way, and this is what I was. But it's good to have that ability
Right.
to see that.
Well, I see that I don't conduct myself that way now, and I see the different results.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was continuing to act in that particular conduct, I would still have the same results.
And were there people back then telling you to act in a specific way, and you would like, hey, fuck you, I know everything?
Pretty much.
And now it's
you
like,
ain't win no motherfucking title, nigga. Fuck you, motherfucker. You ain't never do shit, and you got all the best advice in the world.
right.
That's
and then after a few years, like, nah, that motherfucker was right. Shit.
And I was
No, he wasn't right. I was just wrong. He was never right. I was just wrong.
without. I mean, we don't have enough time, but I'm assuming that you're relieved that you got the Desiree Washington story now in this book for everyone to read.
Hey, listen,
because there's a lot to it that people just didn't know. Mm-hmm. What happened? You're interrupting the Mike Tyson
here comes
interview.
fucking
Black Jim.
Thomas Jefferson. Black Jim is fucking.
But it's got to be good that it's on the record now in
I'm
your
just,
words.
I'm just really no. It doesn't mean nothing about that.
no.
I'm just happy that it's over.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm just happy that it's over. It's gonna always be there, and regardless of what people think about it, I really that's just not who I am. It's not in my system no more, and I'm just moving on in my life.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, yeah.
I don't have to have no plastics. I believe she had plastic surgery, got changed up jaw. I just don't have to do that. When I come in and walk in the world, I walk who I am. This is me, Mike Tyson. You see, this is what you get, and that's how it's always going to be.
Did you ever see yourself in this position earlier on in your career? Were you ever thinking, wow, when I'm done boxing and I get a little older, maybe I'll wise up a little bit?
No, I didn't think I lived that long.
Oh, really?
Who would want to think about if I was living like a rock star? Who would want to be an old rock star? And then you realize being an old rock star is kind of cool.
Yeah, Mick Jagger still gets blown.
Yeah. Fuck, Nicky.
Yeah.
He's beautiful. I see Rod Stewart too, right?
Yeah, he's still
Rango, Tango, Django.
Goddamn Mike Tyson. Holy shit.
Do you have people in your life or anyone, because like you said you were using for a long time, I don't know if anybody called you on it. Do you have, like you said, Cuss died and then your sister died, people who would really rip into you when you, and you need that, like people who care about you enough to risk losing you. Like,
I don't know. Who's going to tell the youngest heavyweight and the champ what to do? And everybody tell him what he does is great.
No, I mean now. Do you have friends that will go like,
listen,
Mike, stop.
My friends, fuck, my wife would kick me in the ass. My friends, please. My wife is my biggest fucking watchdog, fucking Pitbull City, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man. The day my wife was saying, I almost fell in love with you again when I saw you last night on the stage talking with the owner of the library. And then I realized you're just a manipulator. You're just a manipulator. You don't care. You would have kicked your daughter in the face if she came on stage to steal your thunder. You don't care. You're just selfish and just a megalomaniac. And I said, where is this coming from? Because you almost had me fooled that you were a wonderful guy. And I said, come on, stop, baby, okay? She was going to bust my chop. She said, the day I was saying, I'm not going today because you're not going to iron my stuff and stuff. I'm not going to take no shower. She said, you wouldn't miss the moment to be on radio and television, to be with Howard Stern and Annie, but you would never miss that moment. I don't believe it. I said, ain't this some shit?
It's nice though, isn't it, to have somebody who kind of like knows that we're full of shit sometimes and like likes us anyway. There's something really comforting about that.
They ground you.
They like us anyway. They want to kiss us with our morning stinking shit, fucking gasoline smelling breath, right? Wolfbane breath, and they still want to kiss us. Oh, tongue like sandpaper, and they still want to kiss us. You know what the hell?
That's how you know you're in love, when you can, like, when you have to shit and you don't have to make up an excuse like you're going to shower. That's how I know I'm in a comfortable relationship, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to bed.
You want to run to bed real quick, you don't have time to wipe to get the strokes in. That's white boy nasty. Black people would never like me to talk about that.
That's some real.
You're a fucking dingy dude, man. You're a fucking dinger.
We got to get Mike out of here for another interview, unfortunately.
Oh, no, come on. This is the place.
Oh, man.
It's not up to us.
Because once I leave this place, I'm going to be, pretty much Uncle Tom Mike. Yes, ma'am. Theoretically speaking, yes, I did appropriate it. Yes, thank you very much. I would like to talk about that. Shit's going to change,
I'll be ringing the bell at the stock market later this afternoon.
Closing bell.
And I'm very grateful. All them very pretentious white people really are willing to have me here and join them. And this is something that will be a highlight of my career, and I'm very grateful. And I'm trying to show gratefulness by being very gratitude for this moment, and I'm conveying gratitude.
Well, good for you, Mike. Good for you.
Sir, by any chance, may I wipe your ass, please? I will manicure your pubic hair in your ass, sir. I'm built to do this.
Oh man, he's a new man. This is the Mike Tyson we've been waiting for.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Please,
oh
please.
My God.
I'll pick your cotton in South Carolina as well.
You never disappoint, sir.
Shit,
Mike never
Nobody better than Mike
disappoints.
Tyson.
I love it.
Can we plug everything properly?
Yes,
Well,
please.
the book is out.
Oh, God.
Undisputed Truth is out, yes, and the special airs on HBO Saturday, 8 o'clock. It's fucking Opie saw it, I saw it. It's absolutely amazing.
Everyone should see it. It's
And tell them
amazing.
to come see me do this signing on, I'm an ex-rebellious slave that's seen the light. Come on, don't worry. I won't bite your ears and stuff. I will kiss your feet.
Oh, man.
Today at 12:30. So go down there soon, and you can see Mike at Union Square in the Barnes & Noble. It's a gigantic bookstore, plenty of room to line up. And in 12 days, if you're in L.A., Grove Drive in L.A., the Barnes & Noble there at 7
We're
o'clock.
going to be at the Grove?
Yes, on the 25th.
The Grove is so hot. You know, oh, man, the Grove. I remember I used to be in rehab. I used to go to the Grove. I used to go girl watching. I'm grouping at the Grove. The Grope is groping.
The Grove,
Groping
groping at the Grove.
Groping at the Grove and shit.
Mike, you're fantastic every time you come in. We love having you in here, man. You're so much fun and just a
Come back and
fucking
see us.
legend. And it's great to have you, man.
Yeah.